there, this is Chef Andobalo. Once again, we're gonna talk about beauty pageants. Today, we're gonna talk about Miss Grand International. Oh my God, who's the leading candidate? Isa lang yan. Kahit pa sabihin may mga kalaban siya, katunggali at kabardagulan, it can never be denied that this is Emma Tiglau's show. And the crown is ready for her. Do I like her? No. Parang ka naman ako eh. Kung ang magiging batayan ng iyong pagkagusto sa isang kandidata ay iyong pagiging fan, pues, hindi ko siya gusto. Because I am not a fan of her. Even during the Binibining Pilipinas, when was that? I forgot. 2016, 17? I forgot. Not sure about that anymore, but it's not that important at this point because focus lang tayo sa kung ano yung tsansa na manalo siya based sa aking panlasa. And from someone who is not a fan, how could I say that the crown is ready for her? Sino magiging mahigpit niyang kalaban? E huwag na tayo magpaang-maangan pa. Siyempre, si Miss Zambales. Basically, mga dalawa, tatlo pa ang pwedeng ibangga sa kanya. Pero si Miss Zambales kasi yung may record na sa Miss Universe Philippines. Talagang tingin mo pa lang sa kanya mga sinusuot na gown ay mukhang ginastusan. She looks expensive in those gowns and those gowns look expensive as well. Except that kung hype na hype ang kanyang peg sa iba, pagdating sa mga gown competitions, ako hindi masyado dun sa Miss Universe Philippines 2024. Doon sa kanyang final gown, maganda. I like the color. I like the style. It's fitting for a beauty queen. She looked regal in that. Pero, it was a total surprise na hindi niya nadala ng bongga. Hindi kagaya nun sa preliminary competition. So, nagkabaliktad. O parang bigat na bigat na hindi niya madala. You know, remember that moment? Hindi ko alam kung lahat tayo ay medyo hindi na-impress sa kanyang performance doon. But sad to say, that was something that I was not expecting from her. Because yun na, galing na galing tayo sa kanya. At kung siya mananalo at madadala sa Miss Grand International, dapat niyang pagtuunan ng pansin yan. Because alam ko marami pa siyang ibibigay. At let's concentrate on Emma Tiglao and Anita Rose Gomez. Sila yung talagang frontrunners dito na magtitintigan talaga ng labanan. Hindi lamang sa kanilang performances, yung kanilang bardagulan, kundi hanggang sa kanilang fans. And I must admit, but however I am not hooked to Emma Tiglao, or not basically a fan of Emma Tiglao, she was really, or she is really performing. She has been performing ever since, you know, the start of the pre-finals activities, or pre-preliminary competition activities. Kita mo talaga na lumalaban siya. Kita mo talaga na she's giving all. She's giving her best. That she really wanted to win. That she really wants to win. So, ina-absorb niya yung vibes ng Miss Grand International. Ina-absorb niya yung background ng competition. Ina-absorb niya yung style ng competition. Ina-absorb niya kung anong klase talagang competition dito. Ina-absorb niya yung mga kinakailangan gawin para manalo sa ganitong competition. Ina-absorb niya yung level ng Miss Grand International in its totality. Alam mo, kung eksahirada ang labanan, eksahirada ka. Kung payabangan ang labanan, paastigan at pakimbotan, astig din ang kanyang performances. Kung talandian ang labanan, and pa-flirty-flirty ang kailangan gawin, go din siya, push. From the way she introduces herself, to the gown, to the swimsuit, to how she gyrates on stage, andun lahat, the pouting of the lips, the seductive posing and look, andun lahat. Comparatively speaking, itong kay Anita sa kanyang introduction is medyo malamya.
Anita Rose Gomez, Miss Grand Zambales!
So, hindi yun ang pagkakakilala natin. Pagkakaalam natin sa kung ano yung kinakailangan gawin sa isang competition na non-traditional na kagaya ng Miss Grand International. Kailangan talaga, wasi-wasin ka. Kumbaga sa performance ng music, malatsaris ka. Remember Charis's performances before because he was younger. Di ba ganon? So, ganun dapat si Anita medyo malami or something. So, doon palang kabog na siya ni Emma Tiglao. Number 2, hindi magpapakabog sa Q&A si Emma because she's been doing this for ages, not just on a beauty pageant stage, but in the field of broadcasting. Diba so? Marunong siya magpalabok-labok, marunong siya maglaro-laro sa mga salita, and eloquent siguro hindi na natin paghahanapin sa kanya. Anita, could also talk with sense, and I think sa part na yun at this point, it's 1-0, Emma Tiglao. Pagdating sa performance, sa introduction tayo, sa kanilang introductory remarks, Emma, that's 2-0. Pagdating sa rampangan, na may dating, yung sinasabi talaga ng dating-dating, diba? Yung arrive, yung impact ng kanyang kabuuan, diba? Pagsabihin mo sila, kahit papagsabihin mo sila, you would look first, or your eyes focused on Emma Tiglao, that's for sure. And then siguro babalik ka na lang kay Emma because she's beautiful. Kay Anita, undoubtedly, kung face card, Anita ko, sabi marami pa magagawa kay Anita, parang may limitations na kay Emma, parang yun na lang talaga yun eh. Yung taray ng dating niya na parang cat eye beauty, parang yun na yun eh. So, kay Anita parang ang dami pa rin gawin, parang pwede siya magmukhang Latina, pwede siya magmukhang Asia. So, sa face card kay Anita ako. So, that's 2-1. And then, dun nga, hindi ko pa nabibigyan ng score, yung projection, the way they do the passerella, and everything. Emma ko, that's 3-1. Sa gown, of course, Anita, undoubtedly. I didn't like, anyway, it's just preliminary, pwede natin sabihin na, it's just a practice or a rehearsal. And kahit mapagpalpak siya doon, makukuha sa Emma Tiglao, I doubt if she wouldn't make the cut. So, Anita ako pagdating sa gown competition. So, swimsuit, matatalo pa ba ang balakang ni Anita? Ilan ang score natin? That's 3-2, right? 3-2. So, sa swimsuit, yun naman, sa waistline ni Anita talbog talaga siya. Pero sa kabuang performance, Emma. So, that would be 4-2. Sa binibigay na effort na pwede niyang madala sa competition, dapat dito pala napapakita ang gilas ka na that what you show, you might bring that to the international stage in case you were selected to be a representative. So, dapat dito palang pinapractice mo na sa preliminary competitions hanggang sa finals night. And parang yung effort na yun ay mas nakikita ko kay Emma. So, that would be 5-2. Okay? So, yun. If you have your own, of course, you have your own thoughts about it. I mean, please share your thoughts about what I said or about my opinion, or kung ayaw nyo mapakialaman ng opinion ko, just state your own take about Anita and Emma Tiglao. May laban ba si Emma kung siya mananalo? Yes, I think so. I think so. Malakas ang kanyang dating. Malakas ang kanyang impact. Kahit sa mga non-fans like me. So what more sa inyo na sumusuporta sa kanya? So syempre, kilig to the most na kayo ngayon and excited sa kanyang pagsusuot ng corona. But do I believe that she would win the crown all the way to the finals night? Or do I believe that she would be as wonderful and good as that all the way to the finals? Yes, I think so. I think na consistent si Emma simula. Yeah. And I'm sure madadala niya hanggang sa finals. And I must say na sa puntong ito, it's 90% that she might win the crown. Huwag lang papalpak sa Q&A for sure. So thank you very much, Chief Dumato, and see you again.